Boxing's long-standing relationship with controversy just hit a new low during the Joshua v. Dubois fight at Wembley Stadium. The Saudi national anthem was played, Wembley turned green with Saudi colours, and all this happened without a single Saudi fighter in the ring. Let's unpack why this has caused such a backlash and what it means for the sport. Saudi Arabia has been making waves in boxing for some time now, investing heavily to secure the sport's most lucrative fights under its banner. But what happened at Joshua versus Dubois felt different. It was an overt display of power and influence. The fight, meant to be an all-British affair, became an opportunity for the kingdom to showcase its growing grip on the sport. Saudi Arabia has been pouring millions into boxing, football, and other sports to clean up its international image. But at what cost? Their deep pockets have led to major fights being staged in their country, glossing over human rights violations that the global community continues to condemn. We're talking about a country where freedom of speech is suppressed, where women's rights are limited, and where executions are shockingly frequent. Critics have pointed to this as another example of sports washing, where massive investments in sports are used to distract from Saudi Arabia's controversial human rights record. Fans were left bemused as the Saudi anthem was played at Wembley. What was this doing at a British showdown between Joshua and Dubois? For many, this was a stark reminder that the sport's integrity has been compromised by money. As Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn made it clear, Saudi backing is here to stay. Hearn even threatened to play the Saudi anthem at every British event moving forward, adding fuel to the fire of fan frustration. In response to the backlash, Warren's message was blunt. If you don't like it, walk with your feet. This attitude from promoters signals that the lure of Saudi money outweighs any moral consideration. But should fans just get over it? That's the million-dollar question. For many fans, boxing's long history of shady dealings and questionable ethics might make this feel like just another chapter in the sport's morally ambiguous story. But is this the moment where the sport loses what little integrity it had left? Or are we, the fans, complicit in this sports washing because we continue to watch? What do you think? Has Saudi Arabia's influence in boxing gone too far? Should we care more about who's funding the sport, or should we focus solely on the fights? Is boxing just a victim of the modern sports economy, or is this the moment we, as fans, take a stand? Sports pundit Simon Jordan was one of the most vocal critics. He expressed deep discomfort with the anthem being played at Wembley, a venue that represents British pride. For Jordan, this wasn't about xenophobia, but about protecting the cultural integrity of British sports. He pointed out that while Saudi money has undeniably elevated boxing's financial profile, it comes at the cost of national identity and values. Jordan didn't mince words, stating that this felt like cultural appropriation in reverse, where respect was being shown not for tradition, but for wealth. He went on to question if we would ever see a British anthem taking centre stage in Riyadh, highly unlikely. For him, this is a slippery slope, where the spirit of sport is being overshadowed by money and power. Many fans echoed Jordan's concerns. Social media lit up with comments questioning why a Saudi anthem was necessary at an all-British fight. Some even accused the promoters of being sellouts. And let's not forget, a journalist was denied access to the event after criticising Saudi Arabia's influence, highlighting further concerns about freedom of expression within this new sporting landscape. Let me know in the comments, because whether you side with the promoters or believe that boxing's moral bankruptcy has reached its peak, this debate isn't going anywhere. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more boxing content.